again, everyone, and welcome to LanguageCaster.com, the football language podcast for learners and teachers of English. I'm Damien, and I'm here in London, where the weather is getting colder. It's strange to see a World Cup on television with all that sunshine while we sit here shivering. Okay, not shivering, but definitely not as hot as it is in Qatar. I wonder what the weather is like in Japan, where, of course, the other member of the LanguageCaster team, that's Damon, is based. Now, here at LanguageCaster, we have been trying to publish a World Cup language podcast each day where we explain some of the language from the Qatar World Cup, although we are a little behind due to our work commitments. Damon recently posted a podcast on the phrase side footer from the Senegal versus Ecuador match and looked at the phrases cut back and bundle home from the Japan against Spain match, while I looked at the phrase peach of a free kick from the Mexico versus Saudi Arabia game. All three of those matches were from the group stages, but over the next couple of days we'll be looking at some of the language that emerged from the first of the knockout rounds, and that is of course the round of 16 or the last 16. In particular, on today's show, day 14, we'll focus on the phrase march into the quarterfinals from the Netherlands win over the USA.
Je luistert naar languagecaster.com.
The Dutch march into World Cup quarterfinals as United States bow out in Qatar. This is how Eurosport described the victory for the Netherlands against the USA in the first of the last 16 knockout matches from the 2022 World Cup. The last 16 qualifiers is the set of games before the quarterfinals, so this round of matches decides the last 8 teams in the tournament. If a team wins their last 16 match, then they move into the next round. They qualify for the quarterfinal match. In this match report, the headline uses the verb to march into the quarterfinal, which means that the Dutch qualified for the last 8 in an easy way. They easily defeated the USA team. The phrase march into also suggests that they qualified with confidence. I don't think we could say that a team marched into the next round by winning just 1-0. The headline also mentions that the US team bowed out of the competition, which means they were knocked out or eliminated from the tournament. I think this phrase to bow out also suggests that they did not really play that well. Again, I don't think we would hear the phrase bow out if a team was beaten 4-3 after extra time. What do you think? Are there any phrases like these ones to bow out of a tournament or to march into the next round? If so, then let us know.
Właśnie słuchasz languagecaster.com.
Now, if you want to ask us any football language questions or simply say hello during this World Cup, then you can do so by adding a comment on our site here or by using our forum. You can also send us an email at admin@languagecaster.com, and you can also look out for us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And thanks to everyone who's been in contact.
Você está escutando languagecaster.com.
Yes, you are listening to LanguageCaster. That message was from a Brazilian supporter. I wonder if they're feeling confident. It would be great to hear from anyone else who might like to share this message. You are listening to languagecaster.com. Don't forget there's a transcript to this short podcast and there's lots of vocabulary support, which you can access by coming along to our site. We think it's a great resource for those learning and teaching the language. Okay, that's it for this podcast, in which we looked at the phrases to march into the next round and to bow out of a competition. We'll be back with more World Cup language tomorrow. Enjoy all the football, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.